Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It is that wonderful time of the week once again. JoJo Day is finally upon us. That wonderful time of the week for us JoJo fans. So here it is, my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Diamond is Unbreakable, episode number 6. Oh my god. This episode. Now, at first, I didn't know what to think of it because it's fucking Koichi, and we did know that his stand was supposed to pretty much develop, over time, and I was thinking, alright, well, I guess it's gonna take a while, so I'm not really too hyped up for Koichi, but man, did this episode really fucking make me think wrong about Koichi. Koichi just became a badass in this episode. He became a badass in this episode. He is no longer the little bitch that we first saw back in the first episode of Stardust Crusaders. No, this dude, oh my god, he has grown massive cojones, aka some balls, man. Oh man, this episode right here was definitely alright, so now the plot for this episode is very simple. We get introduced to this character, which is pretty much a con artist. His name is TAMAMI KOBOYASHI, and this dude is pretty much, think of him as like a con artist version of Filthy Frank, or Filthy Franco, like think, Filthy Frank, oh my god, dude, just got pranked, bro, like that Filthy Frank, oh my god, like, think of him as that, Filthy Frank, which, they kind of already made memes already, because I already saw some memes on Tumblr, like, basically, like, the whole, it's just a prank, bro, like, relax, man, I'm immortal, like, it's just a prank, bro. You just got pranked. Like, I love Filthy Frank, by the way. But mainly, though, let's just get to the main of the episode. And basically, I really like his ability, because the ability that he has is called the Lock. And basically, whenever you feel some kind of guiltiness towards Tamami, when it comes to, like, his thing, then he's a con artist. He kind of makes you feel, like, completely guilty for him for no apparent reason. Like, he makes up all this bullshit to actually trick you into thinking that it actually happened, but in reality, you've just been fooled, you've just been conned, pretty much. And he's trying to do this in order for you to feel guilty. And the more guilty you feel, the more the lock becomes powerful, and it weighs a heavy burden on your chest and on your heart, where you could pretty much, your heart and chest will just explode and you will die. So, the lock ability is a pretty awesome ability. I really do like it a lot. Overall, I just don't like the character. Tamami is such a fucking douchebag. He is a troll, but at least he was better. He was actually a better troll, he was actually pretty much better compared to, Steel Dan, or whatever the fuck his name was, like, those two motherfuckers, like, the one who was, like, a creepy-looking pedophile dude, the one who actually turns, like, that one woman into, like, a fetus and shit, that turned people into younger kids. I mean, he's much better than him, he's much better than that Steel Dan stupid motherfucker. At least he's better than them. At least his character was actually more fun. Even though he was quite of a douchebag, he was kind of like fun. Because this dude will play anybody for fucking fools. And I like his stand ability. It's actually pretty cool when it comes to the lock. But when it comes to Koichi as a character, it developed him in so many ways. Especially when it came to a situation. Like the first time around we see him, like his money's being taken, from him being conned. He was going to need some money to buy shoes. But Josuke, sorry for a bit. Osiaku pretty much see, through his deception. And what happens is that Josuke is just trying to, play cool and shit. But then apparently, Usaku pretty much just beats the living shit out of him, saying like, "Oh man, you better give him this money," because Usaku is, Osiaka is pretty much a fucking idiot. Let's just put it that way. He's pretty much the Kuwabara of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, hi, my name is Kuwabara, Spirit Sword. That Kuwabara. But anyways, though, so we see him, and it even identifies us at the very end. Absolutely. No, hey, why are you looking at me for it? I'm just pretty much stupid. Like, that's pretty much the invitation. I don't think, well, of course, Funimation has it on the rights, but that'd be cool if he had that Kuwabara voice, though, if they ever dubbed it, though. Just saying. Anyways, though, when it comes to that concept, though, we see that when he gets his two... Well, he does it pretty much on purpose, just to con, just to troll you. He's just, pretending, oh, he's swinging back, Oh, wait, I forgot to mention something, though. Before I get to that part, though, I forgot the very beginning of this episode. There's animal cruelty. again. But not really, though, because pretty much we just got pranked. Yeah, we got pranked, bro. Apparently what happens is that the cat that so-called got killed from so-called, KOICHI'S, little bike accident that he had, thinking that he ran him over. Not really. What happened was that pretty much was a fake cat toy with some ketchup on it, just pretending to actually be, blood, but not really. So pretty much what happens is when it comes to this ability of the lock, it seems like the more guilty you get, the more it puts pressure on your heart, and you want to kill yourself and die. So that's pretty much what this ability is. Now when it comes to that, we see Josuke pretty much heal up his tooth that he so-called, made falling because of Usaku's accident, which was bullshit, because obviously we know that he just did it on purpose, just saying. So Josuke was pretty much just nice, and that pretty much healed his tooth out, blah blah blah, from being healed up. So pretty much he sees that, wow, he pretty much begs for mercy because he was scared shitless of Josuke. We see that pretty much we see him just running off, with that, giving the money back, but in reality it's bullshit. He just took KOICHI and just robbed them and just ripped the parts off that the bank accepts with the cash and just rips the parts off, which I think that was pretty assholish of him, I gotta say. I think he's even, no, I take it back. He is kind of more like, no, he's way more above of an asshole compared to Steel Dan. He's above, he is step way above Steel Dan's level. But in a way where he does get redeemed a lot better, which I will admit compared to Stardust Crusaders, where those kind of characters don't get redeemed. This one at least got redeemed to be kind of more of a servant, because he proves that if you fuck with KOICHI and his friends, he ain't gonna be bullshitting with you, buddy. Just saying. So anyways, you'll find out more later. So basically, when it comes to the next part of the episode, we see that after KOICHI pretty much just gets home, which kind of sucks, he didn't get sneakers. What happens is that Tamami pretty much shows up at the actual house where KOICHI lives, and he pretty much just calls his mother, thinking that, oh, well, I believe, we accidentally pretty much, snagged wallets, but in reality, he's just trying to call, her mom, pretty much. So he pretty much tries to put the whole lock, stand, on her mother and stuff, and pretty much, he's trying to feel more guilty. Because, of her, oh, I should not raise my child like this. Now you're, stealing people's wallets and shit. So it's like, damn. So that really sucks. So when you're pretty much turning his own family members against him, you done fucked up. And KOICHI finally was able to unlock his stand ability through the power of anger. Kind of similar to Gohan when it, releases Super Saiyan 2 during the Cell Games. By the way, if you watch this episode, there's very, very big similarities when it comes to KOICHI'S stand, where it's basically a reference to Imperfect Cell, pretty much, especially the way it becomes more the way he grabs somebody and stuff like that, the way he actually tied up someone, and stuff like that. Even the design too, the design kind of reminds me something of some Imperfect Cell, especially the way that KOICHI'S hair spikes up and shit. Kind of reminds me of Gohan when he goes Super Saiyan 2, that unlocked ability when he releases from his anger and shit. So basically, yeah, so we see that, and we think that, okay, he's doing all this damage, but really Tamami's not feeling any pain. But then, something happens to his body, and it echoes. So pretty much what it is, that whenever he hits his opponent, there's sort of an echo effect that actually happens. And there's actually a seal too, like a kanji. And whenever that happens, that seal pretty much stays on you. And what happens is, wherever, the seals are pretty much where he actually, hits you with his attack. And what happens is, it's an echo in your body. You feel the vibration echoes of the after effect echoes of where the spots where he pretty much got hit. So you're seeing his body being all shaky and shit because of all the echoing going on. And pretty much, even though he did somewhat try to actually, help out and actually free, his family, it didn't really help much, because deep down, we see that he tries to play him again for fools. His parents thinking that, oh, not his parents, his mom and his sister thinking that, oh, you murdered someone. I can't live like this. I need to kill myself. And then he finally finds ways to get through his mom's mind. It's yo, mom, believe in me. And then when he actually yelled that out loud, but where the spot was where her mom was, believe in me, that pretty much echoed throughout her entire body, but in a good way. So she actually believed in KOICHI, and then pretty much, he finally released them from that spell of the lock, and pretty much, Tamami pretty much gets pranked as well, saying that, after he becomes a servant, Koichi's like, no, I want double that amount. I want like 5, 6, 7,000 yen, motherfucker. It's like, nah, I'm just kidding. You know what? It's just a prank, man. It's just a joke. I know it says it's just a joke, but I'm gonna call it, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. So we find out at the very end of the episode that Tamami pretty much, it looks like he's going to become more of an ally pretty much, because we do see him a lot in the opening and in the ending as well. So we pretty much figure that he is going to be somewhat of a helpful ally when it comes to Josuke and the boys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And so much character development in one episode though, which was actually the most impressive part. So this was another impressive feat of an episode of JoJo, especially when you get introduced to a villain like this. It is actually quite better. Compared to Steel Dan, this was a much better entry, and KOICHI'S development was spot on this episode. I love his stand ability. Maybe it's going to be something, maybe it will reference Cell. Maybe this means that it'll keep on developing the more like enemies he fights. Maybe the more it evolves and it becomes much more stronger like Cell. Maybe, I'm just saying. I never read the manga to this part really as much, so I don't basically know. I'm in the blind here, so I don't really know. So yeah, so that's pretty much it really. So overall, for a very quality episode, again, even the animation was on point, especially the way, Koichi, gets, his stand unhatched for the first time. So that really good stuff right there. Overall, another one, and another one, and another one. 5 out of 5. Solid, clean episode of JoJo. Once again, you know what? This could actually be my my new favorite part of the series. This could be my new favorite part right here. Fucking part 4 is definitely gonna be. Now I see why people say they fucking love the shit out of part 4, and I know why now. Another quality 5 out of 5 episode. In one episode, they did this quite well with the development. Very good. So now we got a new ally on the team, sort of, kind of. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely a very well developed episode of JoJo once again. 6 in a row. We got 5. Who knows if we'll keep this streak up when it comes to JoJo's. So that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Diamond is Unbreakable, episode 6. So until then, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to crunch that like button. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to the Ninja Reviewer. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. I'll see you guys next time for episode 7